Good afternoon, Wolf here. We finally made it to August. First camping trip of August here. We're up at Russell Pond Campground up in the White Mountains, up in North Woodstock. Doing a little camping here. This is when I did my week-long adventure up in the White Mountain last September. This was my first stop. In fact, I've got the same site that I had when I stopped here. So here's the site. You got the scooter this time. Wolf and Ears parked here. We bought a bundle of firewood. I got all this firewood for 20 bucks. Can't complain about that. Show you my new chair. It's going to be great for sitting by the fire pit here. Very comfortable. We got the bathhouse under the canopy this time. Not because I'm expecting rain. It's just because when I tried putting the canopy in front of it, it was just a little bit too close to the fire pit over there. So I decided to put it up under the canopy instead. Got my trailer bins over here. I got access to the refrigerator right there. Quick, easy access. So I think this is going to be a good setup. It's pretty efficient. Everything's laid out the way I like it. And we're not supposed to be expecting much in the way of rain this trip, so I think this is going to be pretty good. All right, it's time to go make some dinner. Holy firewood. Any really perfect meal starts off with bacon. So I put a few slices of bacon on here. Let's go 4 slices. What the heck? No, I don't make nutritious meals. All right, let's get this bacon cooking. Little tip here. This is what I use for a butter dish for when I'm camping. This little simple sealed container, bought it at the Dollar Tree. Had it actually a 3-pack of these. Latches. It's got a gasket around the edge of it too, so it's airtight and keeps the butter. So if the butter melts a little bit here, it doesn't drip out of it or anything. And it stays sealed until I'm ready to open it. And this is soft butter too, so it is definitely melting. That's what happens in the summertime though. But I don't like keeping the butter in the cooler or in the fridge because it gets too hard. So we're going to put lots and lots of butter on this bread. And it looks like the bacon's ready too. Shut the heat off for the moment. We got American. And I've got some Kraft triple cheddar, one of my favorites. I make so many different meals out of this one package of cheese that I bring with me. A little cheese on here. Okay. Being little chunks of ham, it's going to be harder to get into it to a point where it stays instead of just keeps falling out like it wants to do. It would have been better if I had some sliced ham from the deli. But I had this with me, so I figured, yeah, why not? Now, I was going to make this in my pie iron. That was my plan, but like most things, I managed to forget it. So I'm good at forgetting things, unfortunately, when I'm camping. Okay. All right. Put this on the pan. Turn the heat back on. And start letting it cook. Alright, now this actually had some time to cook here. It's much easier to flip. Oops. Well, overcooked that side a little bit, so it's okay. That side goes down. Yeah, I got a phone call while I was in the middle of cooking it here, so I got distracted a little bit here. Didn't flip it fast enough. It's the downside when you're self-employed and you still have to be in contact with people there. You got to bring the phone along, and you got to go to places where your phone works. So I still have to be able to take phone calls here. It is what it is. Okay, the sandwich should be ready to come off now. Yep. A little overdone, but that's okay. Pop it open. Pull the cover out. Dump it in the pan. Pull this cover on. And turn the heat on. Ah, typical. Just typical. Yeah, ran out of gas. Good thing we got more. Okay. Look at that, I've got heat again. Okay, we're all set here. Soup is hot. Pour it on in. Okay, so for tonight's dinner, I made myself a simple grilled cheese sandwich and tomato soup, which I'll be enjoying right here, right at the fire pit in my new camping chair. I'm really loving this new camping chair. This was a good purchase. Anyway, I wanted to give you guys an update on my camping vehicle plans here. I mentioned at the beginning of the season here that this is going to be the last season for the Wolfenia micro camper. So it looks like I'm picking up a van to replace it. Not exactly the vehicle I was looking for, a little bit bigger than what I wanted, but a friend gave me an offer I just can't refuse. So next week I should be picking it up. In fact, by the time you see this video, I should already have it. Now, you haven't seen the last of the Wolfenia either, though. This may be coming up on its end of its big adventures, but I still want to get it out there on some smaller adventures. A lot of the campgrounds I've been visiting, they have these little tent sections that I'd like to explore a bit, stuff that you got to hike into, things like that. I think the Wolfenia is going to be a good choice for those things, and a few other places I'd like to explore in it too. It's also be good for quick 1 or 2 night trips with my brother and things like that. So it's not the end of it. So in a few weeks I'm heading up to Smuggler's Notch in Vermont, and that will probably be the last big adventure for the Wolfenia, though. Sad to say, I've had a lot of great adventures with that truck, and I'm going to miss doing those things, but the van's going to be fun. Once I have the van, I'll be doing a lot of build-out videos, things like that, so stay tuned for that. Eventually I do plan on taking all the interior out of it, putting in like a laminate flooring, insulation, things like that. Now, given my budget and everything, and also how old the van is, I'm not going to put a lot of investment into it, so I'm going to try to use reclaimed materials whenever possible, and cheap stuff, used stuff, things like that. So, yeah, the high mileage in it, I don't know how much life that van has left in it, but we'll have some fun with it. And we'll have fun with whatever life it has left. And I think I'm probably going to get at least 50,000 miles out of it, so quite a few years of camping. So should be a lot of fun, and we'll keep you updated as that goes along here, and getting into some of these camping adventures there with a tent again. Tenting adventures, I should say, with the Wolf and Ear should be interesting too. So we'll have some tent adventures coming up probably for next year. So that's it on the update here. There'll be more to come once we have the van there, and we'll show you some videos of the van itself. Like that. Hold on. Smoke in my eyes.